Every week here on KVUE, I feature a different child in Texas foster care in the hopes of helping them to get adopted and find a forever family. And today, I want to talk about food insecurity that can impact families involved in Texas foster care.
Seeing a need and hoping to fill it. That's the mentality of Allie Smith, who works at Partnerships for Children, a local nonprofit that helps to advocate for children in Central Texas foster care.
So my background started in case management. I was a social worker and I worked in a lot of the removal process, and it was a really, I don't want to say, sorry. It was a tough job for me.
Throughout her work over the years, she has noticed a common theme: food insecurity impacting families involved in care.
They will always go to Stacy at the Rainbow Room, and I swear every time they will say, "Do you have HEB gift cards?" And because we've had to cut that funding, and that funding is not provided through the state, it's a really tough thing to always say no and to be like, we don't have that right now.
She's even seen families who hesitate to foster or adopt because of the worry of not getting enough food on the table for everyone.
There should never be a family that steps up for something in the community, this massive need, and then we're saying, oh, but we can't help you with the number one thing to provide for someone is food.
Taking matters into her own hands, Smith has been hosting local dinners benefiting these families, and she's also launching a cookbook called Gather With, looping in local Austin chefs to help with the effort, all proceeds going back to these families. The two of us met up at Franklin's Barbecue in downtown Austin, one of Austin's most well-known barbecue joints, with a line around the block every morning.
We're just kind of building up some chili spice flavors.
Okay. Co-owner Stacy Franklin showed us a simplified version of her new hot sauce that will be featured in the book.
We chose our spicy sauce because that's something that hasn't been featured anywhere yet. Doing something like a brisket recipe would take up sort of half of the cookbook. So a sauce is the right way to go. And this is one that's a little bit newer for us. We've only had it a couple years, but it's my favorite sauce that we have.
So Allie received that funding through a local scholarship grant. Her cookbook will be called Gather With and will be available in fall of 2025. But in the meantime, if you are curious of how to get involved in this effort, you can look for this story on kvue.com/foreverfamilies. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Rucker, KVUE News.